Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Oh, I forgot to switch my overnight levels. All right, there's that. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? All right, where is it? Uptrend, yeah. Hopefully we can get some decent movement today. That would be nice. I do have a data lag of 1 second right now, so I'm going to see if it calms down. Sometimes it's like that pre-New York, but then usually after the first 5 minutes it will go to normal. Oh, wait, do you remember? We can see point of control in both value areas. Ugh. Some affiliates only trade. Oh yeah. Tradeify is doing that. I heard there was going to be a competition that was going to be sponsored by another company as well, that Kellyanne, Nutty Bar, Alpine, Patrick, and some other people are going to be in. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? The one that Kellyanne is going to be in, I know she invited me to participate, and I was like, no. Just because, I mean, you know, my priority has been trying to get this strategy together, so it was no point for me personally. Why? Oh, I know why. Never mind. But yeah, that's the only reason why I was like, nah. You're probably sitting out today. Trade day. Maybe it's trade day. I think that's the one that Kellyanne is in, right? Why are you probably sitting out today, Trenches? You got stuff to do? What is this blue line? Oh, I know. Okay, got it. For whatever reason, every morning I have to disconnect my YouTube from OBS and reconnect it just so that I can use the chat doc or whatever. It's very weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't understand. Damn, I still have a 1 second lag. Why? Let me see something. Okay, it's not a syncing problem because I'm looking at my clock compared to rhythmic and it's literally the exact same. So I think it's just a true data lag, not a clock sync problem. All right, I do have to make sure I get out of here on time today. I have to take my grandma somewhere. Time sensitive. Of course, it worked out anyway. But I had to break even there. It's a neutral bar. Only news we have today is crude oil at 9:30, and then we do have FOMC later. Oh, you know what? This is wrong. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? Thank you, YMCYM is the best. Y'all are converting everybody away. Oh, shoot. I was kind of supposed to be in that. But, oh, guess I shouldn't have been. What the hell? How nice. What is that? Volume sequencing, yeah. All right, and I'm still in on an account. Don't know how, but whatever. One, two, three, four. All right. Got stopped out for it to go to my target. It's always nice. Yeah. That's always nice. All right. So it's 100 points of free value. 10 minutes before market opening. Not join the YM cult. You did get 100. Nice, Applejacks. Not you got your sugar. Applejack said, Remember who the sugar baby is. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Oh. I think I... Nah, I gotta kind of keep that. That trade I just lost doesn't lose very often, so I think I just have to eat that loss because so far in all the data that I have, it never lost. Ever. Yeah, so I just gotta eat that one. And plus, it's not even like it was a bar reversal. I just got kind of wicked out a little bit right there. But also noticing that this is volume sequencing and not a delta sweep. That could affect it, who knows? Since I still can't backtest, like go back through my data and write down all the times where bid ask actually triggered one of the 5 delta signals, because the indicator is still not working on any chart except the current date. So 360. I'm gonna have to email support because I wrote him on Discord and he hasn't responded, and it's been enough days where now I have to email you. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Not it goes both ways. Oh my goodness. That's how my friend is here. She's in California, has to go into work. Yeah, anytime you could trade right before work, that's nice. Um, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna turn the volume sequencing off and just have the delta sweeps for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the delta sweeps for now. And let's see what happens. They sure are, Janelle. Don't trade till after the open. We got a sugar mama for sure. All right, I'm gonna wait for the pullback. Damn it. I might lose that. It wasn't supposed to be efficient. This is why sometimes I like waiting until the bar closes, but then you do that and sometimes you miss out on the fucking trade. So annoying. I don't have much drawdown left in those two PAs. If they what do you call it? If they blow, it's whatever. It is what it is. I didn't expect that to become efficient at all. Like at all. Sometimes you want the delta to be efficient, other times you don't, and that's what time where I don't. Was in the Russell's business this morning. A bit choppier than usual on the 5 minute. You dethroned what? Not you, ma'am. Why? No way I'm gonna have moves like that. Wow. His shit ain't that simple, but you have a simple plan now. That's all that matters. You just gotta find what works best for you, for real. That's very annoying. And technically, I could still be flat if I didn't take that one, not knowing it was going to find some efficiency late. And then my other trade was volume sequencing instead of a delta sweep. That's why I just went ahead and took it off, because I still don't know if I think volume sequencing is nice on up down tick, but I don't know if I like it as much on bid ask though. And I won't know until they fix the indicator again. Of course. I almost got into this too. But I still don't know if I like point of control being like a level or not. If it's a level, I don't take it. If it's not, I do. Oh, goodness. Wait, what am I looking for? Oh. I need to want to know everything. 2 minute time frame, 46 ticks, nice. Just confused me. The reason his stuff is so complicated like that is because he took other people's concepts and overcomplicated what was very simple with other people's concepts. Trying to, I don't know. I don't really know his purpose, but that's why. Oh, okay, value area just moving. All right, we're inside of where we just changed to an uptrend, so I'm not really interested unless we come down and touch the blue level down there. Then that'll be the other side of the range. This is technically the range right now. So until we hit either side, I'm just not interested. Not ICT with a thumbs down. Simple, but there's just shit to consider. I gotta use my brain for other stuff. Look, I understand. I think that's why he has so many mentorships, because the way that he's been presenting the information has not been easy for people to understand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose both of my PAs today, probably in the next trade, which is fine. Oh, actually, damn, hold on, because let's see. $8.19. Hold on, y'all. I gotta download this data real quick. Oh, that's still been syncing just fine. Okay, cool. Cool. See you, Applejacks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, I had to download that data real quick. We broke through. Really waiting on the pullback. Hopefully we can use this as a level of resistance and push back down. Or continue to push down. Here comes new lows. I hate trading at new highs and lows. hate it. I absolutely hate it. Oh shit, you know what? I gotta make a different account the leader since that account is not gonna make it. what caused my losses. Um, one of them, 505. One of them, I followed my rules. However, remember, I'm still trying to figure out which delta signals I like and which ones I don't. And unfortunately, the indicator is not working on any date except the current date. So I can't go through my data to see which signals work best on bid ask. And so I took the trade, but there was no delta sweep. I think I like the delta sweeps most, but it was volume sequencing at the time instead of a delta sweep. Um, and so that trade lost. And then the last trade, it actually was an invalid trade. I didn't expect for it to become efficient, the delta to become efficient. So it was here. And I wanted the delta to be inefficient. So I wanted it to be blue, which it was up until like the last half a second before it closed. And so I did set my TP to break even, but it just immediately slammed down. So that's just one of those kind of, it is what it is. I can't really help that. So that was that. But yeah, the other trade, if I can find it, I think it was here, maybe. It was either here or it was oh, it was here. So this one, you can see there's no stripe right now because I changed it from the volume sequencing to a delta sweep. But if I change it back, you'll see volume sequencing was there. And so even though volume sequencing does indicate that the big players are trying to get into the market there, delta sweeps and volume sequencing, the way that they show that big guys are in the market are two totally different ways. With delta sweeps, it's like a true momentum play, whereas volume sequencing is just them stacking their orders kind of like price level by price level. And I have mine set to 5, which is standard. But I think I prefer just sweeps. If the sweep is not there, just don't take the trade. But I don't know because I can't back test it. Good morning, Pred. How are you this morning? So yeah, that's why. Like I said, I'm gonna lose these 2 funded accounts, which just kind of is what it is. I've had one since March of last year and one since May. They've gone through a lot. So the fact that I've been kind of up and down as far as like P&L goes since I've had those accounts, I'll take it. They lasted long enough. But that's also why I have these other 3 accounts I'm trying to work on. But yeah, I just emailed them because hopefully they can fix that. Because basically when I put the indicator on any date that's not today's date, it just sits there and says calculating, and it never ever calculates. So I don't really know what that's about, because it wasn't doing that before he fixed how it was loading on the Renko charts. It wasn't doing that before that update to fix my lag issue. So I'm not really sure what in the coding caused that, but yeah, it's basically screwed me. I can't backtest right now, unfortunately. So it's all good. Hopefully he can fix it. Like I said, I reached out to him directly, to the developer, on Discord 2 days ago and have not gotten a response back. So I just emailed the indicator support email, and hopefully he gets it that way, because it would be nice. Like, I've had so much time the last, I don't know, week plus to go ahead and get the back test done, but I can't do anything. So Yeah. So that's been kind of annoying. Man, this last like week and a half, 2 weeks, I feel like I would be so much better off on a 16 tick chart, but I feel like 20 is my happy middle ground. But yeah, I think for now, I'm just gonna stick with the delta sweeps and leave it at that. I still will journal whenever a trade is not a delta sweep, just to, because I feel like maybe one or two of the other signals will work. I just think volume sequencing won't. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I hope this appointment goes by fast because this is my fucking nap time. I hate agreeing to stuff in advance, and then when the day comes, I'm like, man, I'm too tired to do that shit. The volume sequencing. Um, well, looking, so when I did the back test for up down tick, it did seem decent. However, um, a lot of signals that happen on up down tick do not happen on bid ask. And then also, it's just the way that those things are calculated as well, right? So even going back to, let's see, let me see. So all of the trades that I took on the 11th, except one, all of them had delta sweeps. But then the one that had a volume sequence, it also was a trapped traders, is what it's called. So it could be that trapped traders is a good signal by itself, but volume sequencing is not. You get what I'm saying? Um, let me see what we're gonna do here. What's the highest? 982. Nope, we're gonna reject there instead. Yeah. I'm so annoyed, man. So annoyed. But anyway, all right, that account should be gone. The Pearl account should be gone as well. So yeah, and then let's see. Oh, I forgot to write that one. The trades I took on the 12th were all Delta sweeps. So yeah, most of the time it's gonna be a Delta sweep that pushes it, but I don't know. I just don't know right now. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know. Bro, if I get stopped out for this to go to my TP for the second time today, I'm gonna be so annoyed. And I've thought about, so this is the other thing. If I can if I can get the back test done, then I can figure out if I need to just open up the stop loss a little bit, which I don't really want to do, but if that's going to increase my win rate, then it's worth it. Like, yeah, when it loses, I'm going to lose a little bit more, like money, but it might end up being worth it in the end. I don't know. But yeah, it is mad annoying though. Okay, this account is gone. Take it out of the... I gotta do too much to log into that account. Trade performance. Okay, was... Okay. I'm very annoyed with today. All right. Like this literally went straight to my TP after stopping me out. I think it went like an extra 3 ticks. But yeah, my only gripe right now is just not just not being able to back test the way that I want to. But I don't want to go back to up down tick until then because I don't think that's a good idea. Wait, why did I choose that anyway? Oh, that's why. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Break even, break even. I can see that. All right, we got news coming in 5 minutes. Probably take one more trade and possibly be done after that. I'm not completely surprised by that, Janelle. I think only because I feel like a huge drove of them came over like when FTMO stopped servicing US clients. And so when a lot of their influencers, Forex influencers came over to futures, you know, a lot of their supporters and students and stuff kind of came over with them. So that's kind of not surprising. And then it's like over time, I think some of them were still kind of trading both for a while, but it never really made sense to me because so many Forex traders trade indices or CFDs, whatever. So I think like over time, once they realize how much how much better futures is than Forex, especially for indices, it kind of makes sense that they will completely convert. It's no reason to deal with spreads the way that people deal with spreads on CFDs. Like, for what? Just go trade the real product and keep it moving. Especially with the manipulation, you know, and things like that. I am so exhausted and I'm so upset that I agreed to run this errand. Cool. They are definitely the ones that can't read. Child, they are the ones who don't know about contract rollover, like no nothing. But it takes time to learn stuff like that. They're definitely running up the money in gold. I've been seeing a lot of people who trade using what is his name? Doyle, I think is his name. He's an influencer on YouTube, I think, and Instagram maybe. I'm not on Instagram, but I think he's on YouTube and Instagram, but he does like a supply and demand strategy. And I've noticed there have been quite a few people who have come over to futures that are some of his students. And they've been trading, I think mainly gold and Nasdaq. If I don't get another trade in before my session ends, I'm just gonna take a random trade on this TPT Pro account just to go ahead and fail it. Like there's $40 or something left in drawdown, and that's gonna irritate me seeing it tomorrow, so I'd rather the account just be gone. Today was just ass. And it didn't really have to be, but I also just need to go back through my old analysis sheet for bid ask and just make a few tweaks to my cheat sheet. I think there's certain, like the last trade that I took, I think there's just certain combinations that aren't supposed to be on my cheat sheet that I have on there right now, and that was one of them. Yeah, he is killing it. It's pretty annoying because I only didn't take that because we pushed off the session low first. I don't really like taking pullbacks going back towards that right now. Damn, how far are we gonna drop? Hmm. All right, we got 3.5 minutes before I'm out of here. See if something pops up. I'm actually pretty annoyed, if I'm being honest. Consistent 3 streams of income out of the market. Are they your, like, do you mean like trading intraday options? And what is that, 2 of the 3? This that was a neutral point of control. Paper, I've doubled my income since 24. That's nice. Oh, it didn't move. What are the 3 streams? Oh shoot, we might have to talk about it tomorrow. I literally have to leave almost immediately. Believe I can triple it by, ooh. Did you how much back testing did you have to do to kind of figure things out? Shit. All right, I'm gonna take this on that pro account. If it sets up, and I'm just gonna let it go. Futures, options, and dividends. The trifecta. Come on. All right, we're gonna have to talk about this tomorrow because I have to take my grandma to the doctor, and I'm actually kind of irritated about it because I don't feel like leaving the house and I'm really fucking sleepy and I don't feel like dealing with doctors, but I have to go do that. But we'll talk about that tomorrow for sure if you're here. Yeah, today is kind of ass. I blew one account, blew my first PA ever, which is the one I've had since March. I'm about to go ahead and blow the second one because there's no reason to have 40 something dollars in drawdown. So that one's gonna get blown as well. And honestly, this account's the one I'm most annoyed at. That's the one that was one trade away from passing on Friday, but you know, such is life. It is what it is. But like I said, I have to go back through what data I do have without knowing the signals and stuff just to get just to get a better grouping of what I like and don't like, and then probably go from there. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. 6 months of back testing. Back testing or forward testing? Like, you, as in you went through 6 months of data, or it took you 6 months to kind of put everything together. But yeah, today was just kind of but it is what it is. I'm gonna go do this, and hopefully I have enough energy and time later to go through this the way that I want to, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Thank you. I hope so, because to be that close to passing and now I'm like $700 away from passing is really fucking annoying, but whatever. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.